Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters.
Okay, kids, it's 7:25. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and sinners, derby fans of all ages, tonight we have a bout like no other. It's hazardous versus holy, and the hits are just divine. In the corner, with centuries of spirit, smarts, and straight-up chutzpah, they've got the brawn, they've got the blessings, and they're out for blood. It's Jewish Roller Derby. And right here, seeping from the shadows with venom in their veins and slime in their stride, it's my homies, nay, my family, Atlanta's own Toxic Shucks. So get ready for a biohazard battle of biblical proportions. 2 teams, 1 track, no mercy. Let's roll.
Before we get started, we'd like to acknowledge that we're on the ancestral lands of the Muskogee people, stolen by the United States government through campaigns of coercion and genocide. It is our responsibility as beneficiaries of these atrocities to bear witness to the historic and ongoing oppression of Indigenous people and to work toward decolonization. Check out our website for some links to Indigenous-led organizations if anyone would like to donate, get involved, or learn more. And now, before we get started, we'd also like to give it up for our officials. Thank you, Mayhem. Our skating officials tonight will be Nomad, Jabberwock, Harley Trin, Missy, Opossum Official, Femme Brulee, CB DeShill, and Scaredy Cat. Our non-skating officials will be Officially Anna, Kimmy Cataclysm, Sin Omen, Junebug, Cancer Candy, Stinkerbell, Scare Bear, Mama Bear, Mickey Malice, Chewbacca, and Monday Morning. And now, please give it up for Jewish Roller Derby. All right, skating for Jewish Roller Derby tonight, we will have I Lay Ya Out, number 262, number 120, Violent Chachki, number 17, Banicula, number 97, Dr. Dula at Your Cervix, number 21, Loch Ness Monster, number 999, Hyde, number 44, Lunatic Lovegood, number 5, Cutter, number 10, Jolt, number 54, Meshug Enough, number 613, Borscht Belt Bruiser, number 62, Spider Mensch, number 713, Schindler's Fist, number 72, VX, and number 811, Serafina Novisk. We'd also like to give a shout out to their coaches, 3 times Twink 182, Ian Malcontent, and Mommy Dearest.
And now, straight from the quarantine zone, ready to contaminate the competition, it's the team your doctor warned you about, the Toxic Shucks. We got 4000, Great Roll of China. 011 co-captain Boba Threat. 301 Blaxel Rose. 6969 C-Force Trauma. 925 Gluten Tog. 08 Jork the Dork. 111 Mac Attack. 913 Murderous Mrs. Maisel. 187 Nook and Futz. 454 Merchant of Menace. 703 Red Scare. 28 Traffic Paradise. 500 Sin and Tonic. 1988 Surfer Rosa. 297 Tranquilizer. And give it up for number 8008, our captain, Tongue and Cheeks. And we've got our coaches, Blackjack, Thumper, Sweet and Sour, and Kilty. Give it up for your Toxic Shocks. We're only 2 minutes behind.
All right, and it looks like our first jam is gonna start with number 17, Banicula, jamming for JRD, and the Merchant of Menace, jamming for the Toxic Shocks.
And if you're new to Derby, we've got skaters walking around with Ask Me signs, and they will be happy to help you with any kind of confusion. This is a bout that's played with offense and defense at the same time, so it can be a little confusing. All right, we got Merchant of Menace out first with lead jam for the Toxic Shocks.
Ooh, but Banicula is close behind her, and they are catching up.
What? All right, and Menace caused a jam. That's 3 points for the Toxic Shocks, the first jam of this game.
Up next, we have VX taking a quick lead for JRD over Jork the Dork, jamming for Toxic Shocks. And they make it through on their second pass, scoring 4 points. Jork the Dork, meanwhile, is still in the pack on their initial pass.
Looks like that VX is somebody you're going to want to watch out for. Look at that footwork.
And that's another 4 points for JRD.
VX blew through that pack like a rock through a wet paper bag.
It looks like the Toxic Shocks have made a star pass to Red Scare, who is now the jammer for the team.
We've got some really good blocking by 120 Violent Tchotchke. And Spider Mensch is holding off all by herself.
That's 4 more points for VX. For those of you who are still new to the rules of Derby, Red Scare was the pivot, meaning that they can take the star from the jammer and then become the jammer themselves.
Looks like some good blocking by Blaxel Rose, keeping VX back. Nice hit. And VX calls off the jam. And that was a 12-point jam for Jewish Roller Derby. All right, we've got 111 Mac Attack jamming for the Toxic Shocks. And Jolt jamming for Jewish Roller Derby. And Mac Attack is out in front. We are so happy to see Mac skating on her first game back since an injury.
It looks like Jolt is still working on her initial pass. Jolt, oh, and she gets out.
And Mac Attack close behind, calls off the jam. That is a little bit of strategy, right?
Oh, yeah.
We call off the jam before the other jammer can get through to get more points. All right, we've got Merchant of Menace lined up for the Toxic Shocks and Banicula for the Jewish Roller Derby. And Banicula fight lead jammer, fought right out of that pack, and Menace not too far behind.
Banicula tip one. And that was a quick call off by Banicula. He normally skates for Minnesota Roller Derby.
If you love watching us skate, you should also care about our reproductive rights. Access Reproductive Care Southeast is a Black queer-led organization that provides funding and logistical support to ensure Southerners receive safe and compassionate reproductive care, including abortion services. Visit arc-southeast.org/donate to contribute. Looks like we've got an official timeout. A little bit of confusion in the lineup. We'd like to remind you that our restrooms are not gendered because we don't care what's in your heart, what's in your head, or what's on your ID, because roller derby is for everyone. We also want to share our support to the Stop Cop City movement. Over 300 critical acres of our local ecosystem are under threat of being bulldozed into a military-style training compound. Learn more at stopcopcity.com and defendtheatlantaforest.org.
And the jam is back on. It looks like the jammer for the Toxic Shocks will be starting off in the penalty box, meaning this is a power jam for Jewish roller derby.
And a power jam is when one team starts with a jammer and the other one does not.
And it looks like VX has made quick work of the pack on their initial pass.
That's some nice blocking. We've got a cut track called on VX, and that means the Toxic Shocks have a power jam.
Knuck and Futz jamming for the Toxic Shocks has made it back on the track after that penalty.
That is a fast-moving pack.
Oh yeah.
This kind of bout is one that will test your endurance.
Oh yeah, not one I would want to be stuck in.
I got winded getting out of bed this morning, so. There we go. Knuck and fat. Knuck and Futz sprays through. I need to see some pronoun.
All right, and it looks like both jammers are on the track and have made it out, scoring points for each of their respective teams. JRD is still in the lead, but only by 10 points.
Oh, and VX on the outside. Great big old space for her to get right through.
Make that 14 points as Knuck and Futz is run back, and it has to make it through the pack again.
Knuck and Futz being brought back. And that is the end of the jam. It's the first 2-minute jam we've had in this bout. And a 2-minute jam is no fun.
Absolutely not. You have to have really good endurance.
I'm breathing through my mouth just watching this, so.
Oh yeah.
We are really happy to have the opportunity to work with the deaf community in Atlanta thanks to our new team of ASL interpreters. We've got Witch Bitch, Lexidential Trisus, Pink Panther, and Danny Sunflower Signs. And we've got Jolt out front for Jewish Roller Derby.
Oh, Mac Attack is close behind them though.
Better watch out. And a beautiful block by Surfer Rosa,
And
putting them hips to use.
an excellent track awareness from JRD, who had called off the jam before Mac could score any points for the Shocks. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That was a quick lead by the Merchant of Menace skating for the Toxic Shocks.
Like a hot knife through cold butter. Menace coming back around.
Ooh, and that
And
is...
Benicula still trying to get through. A nice block by C-Force Trauma. And we've got Benicula headed to the box for a power jam for those Shocks. And while Coach Blackjack has a heart attack on the sideline here,
Meanwhile, the Shocks are going to be getting a power start while they're only 3 points behind JRD.
Benicula is going to start this jam on the bench. Or in the box. But on the bench.
Meanwhile, Jork the Dork skating for the Shocks will get an advantage on this next jam.
Ooh, and a nice little hop by Jork the Dork to get on through. Oh, and they try, but they can't stop her. Coming back around for another 4 points.
Toxic Shocks are now in the lead by 1 point over JRD.
And that was a nice block by Violent Chachki. We got an illegal contact on somebody.
Looks like Banicula is back on the track. And Banicula is out of the pack on their initial pass, meaning they can now score points this jam.
And
it looks like Jork tried to call the jam but was sent to the box before it could end.
So we got a power jam for Jewish Roller Derby.
A lot of power jams this game.
A lot of power jams. The jammers seem to be living in the box tonight. A nice block by Blacksell Rose, sending Banicula out and have to be recycled to the back. Tranquilizer putting up a fight. And Red Scare. Banicula really trying to push through, but that Toxic Shock wall will not let it.
And Banicula made it through that wall, and that is not an easy wall to get through. We are almost halfway through the first half of the game, and it is a close score so far. Looks like this next jam will have Futz for the Toxic Shocks and VX for JRD. And VX is in the lead, but Futz is close behind them.
You got a nice block by Mac Attack, and Nothing Futz makes her way through. What wall? I didn't see no wall. And we've got a back block on VX, which means a power jam for the Toxic Shocks.
That pass has put the Toxic Shocks in the lead over JRD with 44-39. Make that 48 over 39, and maybe more if Futz can make it through this next wall. JRD is putting up a fight, though. That is a strong wall.
And that was a 12-point jam for Nuckin' Futz. Very nice. With the Toxic Shocks in the lead, 48-43. If you get hungry, visit our food vendors, Spicy Americas from Canada to Argentina. We have the taste of the Americas that will hit the spot. This is the flavor that we savor down here, neighbor. Empanadas, wraps, and wings. We've also got Hapa Kitchen ATL, Hawaiian comfort food. And we've got Merchant of Menace jamming for the Toxic Shocks and Jolt for Jewish Roller Derby, and Menace is out on top. We got a nice wall braced by Maisel, and we got Butts, Glute, and
Fun fact, Jolt jamming for JRD also skates for Lakeshore Roller Derby out of West Michigan.
And we got the murderous Mrs. Maisel headed to the bench for a directional as Merchant of Menace comes back round and attempt for another 4 points.
Another fun fact, number 262 and number 811 from JRD.
We got a nice attempt at a block. The Toxic Shocks are going to start this jam short a pivot as Maisel's still in the box. Mac Attack fighting her way through.
That's some excellent defense put up by Spider-Mensch for JRD against Mac Attack.
Ooh, and a nice block by Blaxel as Benicula makes it through.
Mac Attack is in the lead for the Toxic Shocks.
And Mac Attack calls off the jam. Don't forget we got Moki Pops, crowd pleasing, all natural, handcrafted popsicles. No dairy, no dyes, no refined sugars.
Make sure you stick around for some halftime entertainment that can win you some free drink tickets and tote bags from the plaza. Looks like we've got Futz jamming against VX again, and VX is in the lead. Futz also just broke out of the pack.
And VX on the outside and calls off the jam.
Looks like JRD is catching up.
Robert Fortney is a dedicated volunteer and supporter of Atlanta Roller Derby who just wanted to show his support through sponsorship and to get his sign. Thank you, Robert. All right. Jork the Dork out for a lead jam. And Benicula close behind.
And Jork's out of the packs.
And we've got a cut track called on Jork.
It is a power jam for JRD. Let me tell you, nothing sucks more than getting called on a cut track right after you get out of the pack. And it looks like Novisk has also gotten called to the box on
We've
a
got
penalty.
a directional on Novisk. We can only skate one direction, and that's derby direction.
You just got to go real fast and real left.
That's a nice attempt at a block by 9-7, Dr. Dula at your cervix. Roll ATL is a sporting goods store in Midtown Atlanta that services and carry roller skates, inline skates, safety gear, and parts. Roll ATL is more than just a skate shop. They support athletes in the minority who love their sport, yet struggle to establish themselves in existing culture and community surrounding it. Roll ATL welcomes individuals from all walks of life and promotes collaboration, community, and unique self-expression. Stop by the shop and spread the love for roller sports.
It looks like Benicula has been sent to the box, and the jam is over with number 2-1 and number 811 for JRD, putting up some excellent defense against York the Dork.
And we've got an official timeout to end that 2-minute jam. We've got our vendors outside. Fine and Rosa Jewelry, handmade sterling silver, including rings, necklaces, cuff bracelets, and earrings. We got Sick Top Surgery, printing shirts, hoodies, and patches to raise money for top surgery. JK Blends Limited, handcrafted bar soap in small batches using the cold processed method.
Have a question? Flag down a person with a sign that says "Ask Me" on it, and they will be happy to explain what is happening out there on the track.
Atlanta Junior Roller Derby is selling merch and raising money for the program. We've got Stitch and Witches Embroidery, Atlanta Made Embroidery and Fiber Art. Lit with Lilith, a candle company specializing in molded candles. Blue Durango Iced Tea, crafted, brewed iced tea made locally in Atlanta.
Blue Durango Iced Tea is also one of our vendors today, so if you want to try them out, check them out outside in the vendors area.
And Indigenous Rising Roller Derby. Indigenous beadwork meets alternative fashion with proceeds going to Indigenous Rising Roller Derby's travel funds.
The Indigenous Rising Roller Derby booth is actually run by one of our own skaters. Toxic Shocks will be getting a power start for this next jam, but it looks like... Oh, and the Merchant of Menace jamming for the Toxic Shocks is out. And one of JRD's blockers has been sent to the box.
And Menace is out again, with Beniculus struggling to make it through.
And he is out. Meanwhile, it looks like Tongue in Cheeks blocking for the Toxic Shocks has also been called to the box on a penalty. Both jammers are making it around for point scoring passes. Was a smooth apex jump from the Merchant of Menace. Excellent footwork from Benicula. Doing that little backward spin to get around the pack.
Menace is coming through again. And a 20-point jam for the Merchant of Menace, who is not only an awesome derby skater, Menace is a derby mama. Menace's daughter Scar plays for our Atlanta Junior Roller Derby team, who is worth the watch if you can ever get to one of their bouts. They played this morning. The Rainbow Deadlift Showdown, a queer health fair and lifting fundraiser, is coming up June 14th. It's a benefit for Soul Underground and Georgia Equality. It's happening here in the Agnes Scott Gymnasium.
That was a tight lead by Jolt for JRD, who calls off the jam just as Futz gets ahead of them. Tonight we are also sponsored by Scrap Atlanta, a nonprofit whose mission is to promote environmental awareness, education, and artistic expression to the greater Atlanta community through the collection and reuse of materials for arts and crafts. When we remove barriers for artists, the community can use art as a tool for healing, liberation, financial freedom, and joy.
All right, we've got Mac Attack out in front for the Toxic Shocks, and VX jamming for Jewish Roller Derby, trying to make it through. That was an awesome block by Murderous Ms. Maisel, but could not hold VX back. All right, we got that brace by a Great Wall of China. And Mac is on through the inside and calls off a jam. That is 98 Toxic Shock. Oh, 102 Toxic Shocks.
Nearly a 30-point lead.
We in the triple digits now, y'all.
Oh yeah, and with less than 10 minutes, almost 5 left in this first half.
All right, looks like we've got Banicula. Yep, Banicula for Jewish Roller Derby and Jork the Dork for the Shocks.
Excellent edge work by Banicula, who is now in the lead. And Jork makes it out of the pack as Banicula is about to re-enter it. And that is 3 more points for JRD. For the Toxic Shocks can score any for that jam.
All right, we've got a little over 5 minutes left in this half. Make sure you stick around for some halftime entertainment that can win you some free drink tickets. After that, stay seated for a must-watch derby race featuring none other than you, our beloved fans. Have you ever wanted to race around our track? This is your chance. And you'll get to pull one of our ARD skaters. We've got prizes from Plaza Theater and Rainbow Deadlift Showdown. We got Nuck and Futz, Lead Jam, and Jolt still trying to make it through.
Looks like the pack is slowing down to brace for some hits from our jammers.
That's a nice wall by Boba Threat, Surfer Rosa, and Traffic.
Meanwhile, it looks like JRD have successfully run Futz back. Fun fact, I lay out, skating for JRD is also an ARD skater.
Triple 8 and 187 Killer Pads is the exclusive protector gear sponsor for the Atlanta Roller Derby. You can be confident that no matter what spills you take, we're here to help you get right back up. So go ahead, push harder, go faster, fly higher, and know that whatever you ride, Triple 8 has you protected from head to toe.
It looks like VX has gotten a lead over the Merchant of Menace for this jam.
VX really trying to get that outside line.
We'd also like to thank Swoogo, one of our sponsors tonight. Swoogo is a user-friendly event management platform that delivers outstanding registration, marketing, and event logistics, so you can focus on the most important part of every event, bringing people together.
All right, as we start the 19th jam in this half, looks like we've got Banicula out there and Jork the Dork for the Toxic Shocks. This is a fast-moving pack. Banicula trying to make it through the middle. Blaxel Rose keeping them back. Jork the Dork's trying to work through that JRD wall. Not an easy thing to do.
All right, and it looks like Banicula is calling off the jam before Jort can score any points.
Okay, jam number 20 with just a little over 2 minutes left in this half. And stick around for these halftime games that we've got, folks. We've got prizes from the Plaza Theater. All right, VX out in front for lead jam, and Mac Attack is close behind.
VX has made quick work of that ball, hauling that off after snagging 4 points for JRD. Meanwhile, it looks like the Shocks jammer Mac Attack has been called on a cut just as the jam ends, meaning JRD will be starting with another power jam. And it looks like Novus, another Atlanta Roller Derby skater, will be starting for JRD.
All right, we've got a timeout called by Jewish Roller Derby. Nope, official timeout. Headword is a creative agency saving great ideas from boring realities. Headword helps brands figure out who they are and connects them to their audience using a strategic, pain-free process. A 360 agency, Headword excels at branding, marketing, campaigns, key art design, experiential, social, and so much more. Whether you're big or small, Headword can handle whatever is thrown our way. Visit headword.com to see how we can help your business.
And it looks like the Shocks jammer is actually out of the box, and Futz will be jamming for the team against Novus for JRD. And Novus is in the lead.
And we've got Serafina Novus headed to the box, which means a power jam for the Toxic Shocks. With 30 seconds left in this period, let's see what Futz can do.
It looks like Futz can score more points for the Toxic Shocks.
All right, Futz trying to work through on the outside. Got some nice blocks. We've got Serafina Novus back on the track and got through the pack.
Novus is closing the score gap between the Shocks and JRD.
And the clock's run out for this half, but we still have 25 seconds left in this jam if no one calls it off. Let's make some noise, people. Let them know you're there. Headed into the half, we've got 122 and 91. Serafina really trying to push through that wall. Push, push, push. There we go.
She is out, and that is 4 more points for JRD.
And that's it at the half. We've got Toxic Shocks 122, Jewish Roller Derby 95.
Have you ever wanted to race around our official track? This is your chance. Stick around during halftime, and you might win some cool prizes.
Can we get a couple skaters, please? I know you.
Well, skaters, please. 2.
Okay, everybody, we need 2 volunteers, 2 kids. Does anybody want a chance?
Can we please get 2 child volunteers
2
who want to
kids,
race
come
around the
on.
track?
Oh, here we go. We got one right here. And another. Very good. Okay, guys.
All right. Let's give it up for Serafina Novisk and the murderous Mrs. Maisel for being our skater people today.
What's your name? Grayson? Okay, everybody, we've got Ellis and Grayson right here. What's that? Well, we just need the 2. We're doing this. Yes. Huh? Oh. Okay. Okay, everybody, we're going to have Ellis and Grayson, and we're going to get them to pull Serafina Novisk and Maisel around the track. And you're going to pull them as fast as you can, okay? So you ready?
On your mark.
Get set.
Go!
Go! There you go. There you go. Let's hear it for him, guys.
We got this!
And it looks like Grayson is in the lead, but Ellis is really working those corners, man. And here comes Grayson around the turn. Watch out. It gets kind of hard, and Grayson is the winner. Good job. Good job, both of them. Grayson, come here. Come here. We've got a prize for you from the Plaza Theater and one for you. Are we going to do it? Hey, does any adults want to play this game? You can win a drink ticket, and you can also win free entry into the Rainbow Deadlift competition, spectator or participant. 2 adults, don't be shy. Do you want a beer? Because you can have one for free if you win this. Come on down. There we go, we got one. We need another. Where's number 2? You want, oh, there we go. We got a bench minch over
Awesome.
here.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Mommy.
All right.
And what is your name? Nancy. All right. We're going to have Nancy pull Maisel and Mommy. Mommy dearest. Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. On your mark.
Get set.
Go.
Go.
Okay, Mommy dearest in the lead, but here comes Nancy. It's close.
Oh, it's a close
Let's hear it,
race.
y'all. Make some noise.
Let's give it up for Mommy Dearest and Nancy.
Mommy dearest coming around, and Mommy dearest.
Mommy Dearest has won. Congratulations.
Okay, so you both get a bag, but Mommy dearest What? Oh, that's okay. But you get to be a spectator or a participant in the Rainbow Deadlift competition. Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, Nancy. It's up to you. You can come see us. All right, I gotta find out whether or not I gotta give you a ticket or give you a code or something. But yeah, it's like the beer deadlift competition. No, it's not today. No.
Thank y'all so much. We will see y'all when the intermission
All right,
is over.
let's hear it for Mommy Dearest and Grayson, our pull-a-skater winners. While everybody's waiting for this next half to start, we want to call your attention to the posters there under the scoreboard. We had actually 4 graduates today from the Atlanta Junior Roller Derby. They're on to bigger and better things in the adult leagues. We had Hurt Copain, Killer Queen, Space Invader, and Stella Mayhem. And incidentally, Stella Mayhem came out of our juniors league and went straight to our All-Stars. We also want to say congratulations. Happy 4 years of marriage to Trauma and Shriek. Happy anniversary, y'all. If anybody has a shout out for a birthday or something, y'all come on by the booth and we'll say somebody's name over the PA. Makes them feel real important. And don't forget to tag Atlanta Roller Derby in all your social posts. We might even feature your photo. Hashtag ARD and the ATL. We'd also like to say that Atlanta Roller Derby stands for radical inclusivity and accessibility, teamwork and community, empathy and respect, trust and safety. We hold the members of our league to these values and strive to create a culture in which they are apparent. By entering our space, fans also agree to embody these values. Racism, transphobia, homophobia, ableism, and other forms of discrimination are not welcome. We have a zero tolerance policy for verbal, physical, or sexual misconduct toward any of our skaters, officials, volunteers, or fans. Displays of discrimination, harassment, intimidation, or bullying will result in immediate removal from the venue without refund and potential permanent barring from Atlanta roller derby events.
We also just got word from a fan that they would like us to say happy birthday to Jess. Happy birthday, Jess, wherever you are, and if you have any other shout outs, I guess just let us know.
Happy birthday, Jess. That's a hell of a way to have a birthday at a derby bout, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I had to pick how I celebrated my birthday, you know I'd be here.
I'm over 45, so I no longer celebrate birthdays.
Oh, and while we're still here in the middle of halftime, if you've got any empty cans, please donate them to our pyramid. Our pyramid is made of empty cans. We are building it over there under the Agnes Scott College flag. At the end of this game, we will have our MVPs crash through it.
Yes, please direct your attention to Decker over there. And that's not much of a pyramid right now. It's more of like a stack of cans. So we would like a spectacular end. Once we call our MVPs, they all get to slide into glory and knock all them cans over. It's real fun. So y'all bring your empties over to Decker so she can stack them up and we can have some fun at the end of the bout.
Only you can help make the pyramid happen.
And I
Please.
know that y'all have them cans because I seen that line from the window to the bathroom. So bring those empties around.
Thank you.
Bunch of Saturday lushes over here. We've got some away games coming up. On June 22nd, we got the Rolling Ruckus versus the Classic City Rollers in Athens, Georgia. And on August 17th, the Atlanta Rumblebees versus the Big Easy in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
After the game, please come by Trackside Tavern, which is hosting our after party. Trackside Tavern is one of the coolest dive bars in Decatur. Come for drinks and pub grub and celebrate roller derby. All right, and it looks like we've got our skaters lined up for the next jam. Please give it up for Banicula skating against the Merchant of Menace once more. And the Toxic Shocks are currently in, the Merchant of Menace. My bad. And the Toxic Shocks are currently in a 30-point lead over Jewish Roller Derby.
But 30 points is nothing in roller derby, really.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you got a whole half to go, it's anybody's bout. Anybody's bout.
Bunnicula has proven to be a powerhouse jammer so far, as have VX. Anything can happen.
Okay, we're still waiting for some derby to start.
Wait on the officials.
Oh, the officials. But no,
We are specifically waiting on Blackjack.
Blackjack,
Oh, I'm
no!
sorry. Someone has put you on Front Street. Okay, and while you're filing in, we want to remind everybody, if you have a question, because there's a lot of stuff happening at the same time, ask one of our Ask Me skaters. They got a sign. And also, get those empties to Decker so she don't have to beg like that. All right, so start of our half, we've got the Merchant of Menace and Bunnicula facing off.
And Bunnicula is in the lead.
That's some nice blocking by Novus.
Oh yeah, and number 9-7, Dr. Julia at your cervix.
Oh, that was pretty, but not pretty enough. We got a cut track on Bunnicula.
You know what that means?
It's a power jam. Get it, Menace.
Those JRD blockers are putting up a fight though. 811, number 21, and number 44 are a scary wall.
Menace coming back around. We got some awesome offense being played by Blackjack.
Looks like Bunnicula is back on the track, and looks like he was nearly tripped up by Blaxel Rose, but got by, scoring another 4 points. While Novus put up a fight against the Merchant of Menace.
We got 30 seconds left in this jam. Oh, that was...
That apex jump didn't quite land, and the Merchant of Menace has been recycled to the back of the pack. Both packs are making, both walls are super strong. Merchant of Menace has finally gotten through, but Bunnicula is still working.
And that's it for the first jam of the half. That's a 12-point jam for the Merchant of Menace. We've got Mac Attack jamming for the Toxic Shocks and VX jamming for Jewish Roller Derby. And Max finds her way around on the outside, but here comes VX. And that's a fast-moving pack right now. VX making it look easy. And that's a nice attempt at a block.
From Cutter from JRD. Cutter is also from West Michigan and also skates for Lakeshore Roller Derby. Can I just say, it is so cool that skaters from all over the country have come together to make this team. JRD has skaters who came here from as far away as Portland, Oregon, as well as Chicago and Michigan and Alabama to make this game happen.
Atlanta is a nonprofit whose mission is to promote environmental awareness, education, and artistic expression to the greater Atlanta community through collection and reuse of materials for arts and crafts. When we remove barriers for artists, the community can use art as a tool for healing, liberation, financial freedom, and joy.
Don't forget to tag ATL Roller Derby in your social posts. We might even feature your photo. Just use the hashtag ARD in the ATL.
And we've got Jolt as the lead jammer for this jam.
Another 4 points for Jolt.
And a close miss by co-captain Boba Threat.
Another very quick pass and 4 more points for Jolt. I think I know where they get their name from.
We got some nice blocking by Borch Belt Bruiser.
Fun fact, Borch Belt Bruiser also skates for Atlanta Derby under the name Eleanor Bruisevelt. And it looks like Jolt has gotten called on a cut track, sending them to the penalty box.
So,
As has Boba Threat for the shot. Yes, I believe it is.
it's a power jam. And here comes Futz.
And it looks like Futz has made it out on their initial pass. Ooh.
We got a nice block there by Alea out. And that was pretty footwork by Joel.
Oh yeah, I love watching a jammer spin.
And Jolt comes around like nobody's damn business.
That was a 16-point jam for Jolt, skating for JRD.
Okay, we've got Jork the Dork for the Shocks and Banicula lining up for Jewish Roller Derby. That was a nice block by C-Force Trauma.
And Jork is in the lead. However, it looks like a Toxic Shocks blocker has also been called to the box.
And Jork the Dork is through again.
Ooh, but Banicula is close behind her. Whoa! Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
Banicula went flying for another 4 points.
And Jork the Dork calls it off. That was more bodies on the floor than a frat party. That was...
Ooh. More bodies on the floor than a song by Drowning Pool.
ACH Wellness Services is run by a certified and licensed athletic trainer, providing health and wellness support and treatment for athletes, performing artists, and the general public. We got a tight jam going on here. Merchant is the lead with VX close behind. That's a fast pack. That was a nice block by Cutter.
And JRD is catching up.
This is a fast-moving bout now. We got a lot of strategy out there.
Oh yeah. Toxic Shocks are only in the lead by 21 points. It's still anyone's game. 21 minutes left in the game. anything can happen.
We got Mac Attack jamming for the Shocks and Jolt jamming for Jewish Roller Derby.
We'd also like to give a shout out to GoGo Charters. Rent a charter bus in Atlanta with ease. When you book with GoGo Charters, they offer a network of charter bus rentals in Georgia to see Atlanta's top attractions. Each charter bus comes with a professional bus driver, the ability to fully customize your route, and amenities for comfort and convenience, so you can rest easy knowing your passengers will be well cared for.
Got a little pile up there on the track.
That is some valiant one-on-one blocking by Boba Threat against Jolt. But they have made it out on their initial.
And I cannot see the call.
That's another pass by Mac Attack, and can I say, getting through that wall with two of your blockers in the box isn't easy.
We got a cut track.
And Jolt has been sent to the box on a cut track, meaning that will be another power start for the Toxic Shocks.
That means the Shocks are going to start in a power jam situation. We have a limited number of programs available. If you see one on the floor or you don't want to keep yours as a souvenir, please return it to the ticketing table. We are a nonprofit organization that is completely run by volunteers. We appreciate your cooperation.
And while we're still in a timeout, we would like to give a shout out to our other sponsor, Corrective Chiropractic. Unlock your full potential with optimal spinal health. Corrective Chiropractic Decatur offers expert care to keep your spine aligned. Experience improved mobility, reduce discomfort, and enhance overall wellness. Book your appointment today and enjoy a special discount on your first visit. Don't let spinal issues hold you back. Invest in your health with us.
And we're in a timeout right now called by Jewish Roller Derby. We'd like to remind you guys to get those empties in so we can make our pyramid look a little bit more presentable. And don't forget the Rainbow Deadlift Showdown, a queer health fair and lifting fundraiser is coming up on Saturday, June 14th, and it's right here in this gymnasium. Sign up to lift or make a donation. We've got Nuck and Futz jamming for the Toxic Shocks, and Jolt for Jewish Roller Derby is still in the box.
Ooh, and Futz is out. And it looks like we've got some O being played by Black Soul Rolls for the Toxic Shocks.
That was
getting
nice.
Futz out of the pack for another 4 points.
We all need a little help from our friends. Some nice offense by Black Soul. Futz is coming around the outside.
And it looks like we have a successful star pass to Novus, who will now be jamming for JRD. Ooh, that is some tight line work for Futz, who's got another 4 points.
We got a nice wall up right now with Great Wall of China, Surfer Rosa, and braced by the murderous Mrs. Maisel.
Don't forget about that wall that was just put up by JRD, though. Dr. Dula at your cervix was doing some excellent blocking against Butts.
Serafina Noviks coming around, feeling herself. Fut's not far behind.
Oh, and she just crashed through that wall like it was nothing. With another 4 points.
And that was a 16-point jam for Futz. Not too bad, old lady. Actually, scratch that, an 18-point jam. All right, we're ready to go again. We've got Banicula up against Jork the Dork. I think we've seen that matchup a few times tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Banicula makes it past the first wall, and here comes Seaforce Trauma.
Oh, and Banicula
Didn't make
has
it.
made it through to secure lead.
Futz.
Oh. And George just made it past some 1v1 blocking from Cutter.
Okay, we're starting the 8th jam in this half.
So far, the Toxic Shocks are now in a 42 point lead.
We've got our Ask Me skaters walking around. Apparently they formed a gang.
44 point lead, I can't do that. Oh,
All
and now
right.
Schindler's Fist is jamming for JRD against the Merchant of Menace.
And Merchant of Menace lead jam as per usual.
Ooh, excellent blocking by Alea Out. However, that looks like they got called on a penalty.
We got Alea out headed to the penalty box. Not sure why.
A low block.
Low block.
Thank you, Atras.
Okay.
Ooh.
And Menace comes around on the inside.
And it looks like Schindler's Fist has been called to the box, meaning that will be another power start for the Toxic Shocks.
And the Toxic Shocks have broke 200.
And secured a 54 point lead.
That was a 12-point jam for the Merchant of Menace.
I'm starting to see why that's her name.
And we've got 3 members of JRD in the box right now. So JRD starting out with a skeleton crew, really. Got a power jam situation.
We've seen excellent work from Novus and Lunatic Lovegood this bout so far, though. And I just put up a very strong fight against Mac Attack as they came by to score 4 points for the Shocks. And it looks like Alea Out is back on the track for JRD. And Mac Attack calls the jam just as Schindler's Fist makes it back onto the track.
At least they got everybody out of the box after that.
Oh, yeah. Nothing worse than starting a jam without all your friends.
All right, we got our next jam, jam number 10 starting up. I see Futz out there, and we've got VX, who is visiting us from the Twin Valleys Roller Derby in Virginia.
And VX is in the lead again.
And here comes VX through. Ooh, I don't know. Are we sure she's from Virginia? Because she's slick like she's from West Virginia.
Hey. Looks like Futz has been called to the box on a cut, meaning this is a power jam for JRD.
I don't think the VX is who you want when you got a power jam. All right, Toxic Shock's getting that wall ready.
Look at that offense played by JRD to get their jammer out. As a jammer, I love a coordinated attack. I don't know about you.
I don't know about me either.
And that is another 4 points scored by VX.
I'm starting to get dizzy. Round and round she goes. Look, we got a nice block by Blaxel Rose. Allow the Toxic Shock wall.
And VX is out again, calling that jam.
And VX calls it off after a 20-point jam. Somebody better check the scoreboard. I think it's going to burst in flames. All right, we got Jork the Dork jamming for Toxic Shocks and Banicula, who is visiting us. Who skates with the Minnesota Roller Derby. Holy
Indeed
moly.
they do. JRD has also brought skaters from Chicago and Oregon and Michigan today. And Alabama, and I believe some other cities as well.
Jork is fighting real hard to get past that JRD wall, braced by Alea out. Glutes holding off Banicula. Great wall of Gina.
Excellent track awareness from Novus. And Banicula calls the jam before Jork can score any more points. Looks like Toxic Shocks are still in the lead with 10 minutes left in today's final game.
Triple 8 and 187 Killer Pads is the exclusive protective gear sponsor for Atlanta Roller Derby. You can be confident that no matter what spills you take, we're here to help you get right back up. So go ahead, push harder, go faster, fly higher, and know that whatever you ride, Triple 8 has you protected from head to toe. We got Mac Attack jamming for Toxic Shocks and Spider Mensch for Jewish Roller Derby.
Is this Spider Mensch's first time jamming this game? I think it might be.
Spider Mensch is with us from Rocket City Roller Derby in Alabama. We got all sorts of people come together for Jewish Roller Derby.
And they are in the lead. Meanwhile, Mac Attack is in the box on a penalty, making this a power jam for Jewish Roller Derby.
Giving Spider Mensch a hard time. It's a nice block. Ooh. And we're going to call it off right now. An official timeout. Anytime anyone's head hits the floor, we have an official timeout. We take safety very seriously here at Atlanta Roller Derby. We're going to have the medics come over and we'll talk for a minute about production consultants and equipment. Has been serving the motion picture industry for over 38 years. They are the only full-service rental company in Atlanta offering camera rental, lighting and grip, sound stations, and sales and expendables under one roof. The track tape is provided by PC&E.
We'd also like to give another shout out to 888 and 187 Killer Pads, the exclusive protective gear sponsor for Atlanta Roller Derby. You can be confident that no matter what spills you take, we're helping you to get right back up. So go ahead, push harder, go faster, fly higher, and know that whatever you ride, 888 has you protected from head to toe.
And we got a few minutes till we get over there, but we wanted to remind everybody to stop by the after party. And that's hosted by Trackside Tavern, one of the coolest dive bars in Decatur. Come for drinks and pub grub and celebrate with Atlanta Roller Derby. And they are walking distance from here, y'all. So just put it in Google Maps and take a stroll.
And if you're watching our bouts tonight and are thinking, hey, I wish that were me. We also have a few ways you can get involved. You can sponsor us. You can join ARD Academy where you can learn how to skate. Or you could volunteer. You could be like us, announcing. Or doing any of the other roles you see folks working hard at tonight.
Well, not exactly like us, obviously. And that was a nice round of applause for Traffic as they got off the track. And we're getting started again. All right, and we have Atlanta's own a.k.a. Out jamming for Jewish Roller Derby.
And a.k.a. Out makes out
There she comes.
with lead.
Here's a fun fact. a.k.a. Out is my Derby baby.
Aww.
I love her.
Another fun fact, a.k.a. Out also got MVP Jammer during the last game they played.
Really pushing through that pack.
They
Don't be
both-
fooled by the size, y'all. She's tough.
Oh yeah.
Max back up.
Look at Menace.
That's a
Maisel.
nice job. That was hard fought.
Yes,
Hard fought
Maisel
break through
and
the pack.
Blaxel with those blocks against a.k.a. Out.
We got Mac trying to get through the pack for another round.
Yeah, Spider-Mensch and Novus are an impenetrable wall right now.
We've got a directional called.
It looks like that direction call was on Violent Tchotchke for JRD. And Mac Attack is still fighting against that Novus Spider-Mensch wall. With some offense played
Max
by
almost
Cutter
got it.
to free a.k.a. Out from the Toxic Shocks.
And Mac made it past Spider-Mensch around the track. And here comes a.k.a. Out for another round.
And a.k.a. Out calls the jam. Jewish Roller Derby is closing that gap in points pretty quickly, but will 6 minutes and 20 seconds be enough for them to catch up?
I'm not sure about that. We'll see. We'll see. Our pyramid is still looking kind of shy. Y'all get those empties over. All right, we've got Merchant and Menace for the Shocks and Manicula for Jewish Roller Derby, who apparently has come from Minnesota.
And Merchant of Menace is out again, getting the lead. Ooh, and that was a star pass from Vanicula to Schindler's Fist, who is now jamming for JRD.
All right, we're starting jam number 15. We got Futz jamming for the Toxic Shocks and VX for Jewish Roller Derby. And VX breaks through on the inside like nobody's damn business.
And it looks like Butts has been sent to the box. You know what that means?
It's a power jam for the Jewish roller derby. And that means trouble when it's VX.
JRD has played some effective offense for VX, letting them get through for another 4 points. And that's some more offense. Special shout out for Novus. They're getting in the middle of the green wall to make way. And it looks like Nuck and Futz is back on the track. Now that she's completed her initial pass, she can score points, but it looks like the jam was called off.
And that was a 16-point jam for VX.
Yeah, I know. JRD is catching up now. That is only an 18-point gap in points.
All right, with just a little over 3 minutes left in this game, we're lining up again. We got Menace and Banicula. Got a nice block by Cutter.
And Banicula is in the lead. The Sharks are going back to play some offense for Merchant of Menace.
That was some nice offense by Blaxel.
Oh, look at that apex jump from Banicula to score another 4 points. That means Jewish Roller Derby has broken 200 as well, and there is just a 14-point gap between the two teams.
14 points. That's 6 points less than VX's last jam. So,
I mean, if VX is back on the track, who knows?
and we've got a timeout for
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure who called the timeout, but it looks like there has been an adjustment in the score, meaning Jewish Roller Derby is now only 10 points behind the Toxic Shocks. And it looks like we could have another 2 jams left this bout.
And we have a lot of visitors with Jewish Roller Derby. We've got Banicula from Minnesota, the Loch Ness Monster from Rose City Wreckers. We've got 999 Hyde from Lansing. And we've got 2 skaters from Lakeshore Roller Derby, Cutter and Jote. And from Rocket City Roller Derby, we've got Spider Minch. And of course, we've got our hometown skaters, Alea Out, Borch Belt Bruiser, and Serafina Novix from right here in the ATL.
Toxic Shocks are coming back on the track to start the next jam. And it looks like Mac Attack will be skating against Banicula. Looks like
we got a penalty on Blaxel. And
however,
Mac
Banicula
Attack
is
is
close
leading.
behind. Oh, and they are catching up. We've got another fast pack. And Mac Attack can just get up and keep going because the blocker that hit her out also run out of bounds.
And we're widening the gap. Mac Attack up 4. And we've got
And Mac is out with another 4 points while Banicula is struggling against Tongue in Cheeks, but he gets out.
And we've got 999 Hyde headed to the box for Jewish Roller Derby. Mac Attack easing on through there.
Oh! Banicula tried to apex jump past that wall, but didn't quite make it, meaning they are running him back. Meanwhile, Borschtfeld Bruiser and number 713 Schindler's Fist are giving Mac a run for their money as they make it out with another 4 points.
And Mac comes around again, working on that 16-point jam. And we have 3, 2, and 1. And that jam is over. With Mac Attack getting those extra 4 points for a 20-point jam. And we've got a timeout by Jewish Roller Derby. And this is Mac's first bout back after a pretty severe injury. And we want to thank PT Solutions for getting Mac back to fighting condition. We've got a new partnership with PT Solutions. They're coming out to our practice space and talking to us. Had someone talk to me because I broke the crap out of my leg last year.
You know, I also went to PT Solutions when I broke my leg.
Did you?
Yes, I did, and now I'm walking again.
Hey. So if you want to get rid of that limp, go to PT Solutions.
Looks like that is another timeout now called by the Toxic Shock.
So with 6 seconds left in this half, we have another timeout.
Mayhem, I'm so nervous. I just want them to get this next jam started.
I mean, they drawing this out like I'm waiting on a guilty verdict. I don't know.
Listen. Anything can happen. The last time I announced, YJRD pulled ahead with like a 20-point jam.
I mean, with 6 seconds left, though, I mean, the roof could fall in, I guess.
I'm just saying, anything could still happen. It's an exciting game, and I'm excited to watch it. So,
I'm excited, too.
we're having fun.
All right, here we go.
All right, VX and the Merchant of Menace, two powerhouse jammers, are both going to face down for one last jam tonight. Former Atlanta DSD versus a Rose City skater.
And the game.
Just a masterclass in roller derby. And VX is out getting lead.
And the game clock has run out, but we don't stop until the jam clock runs out. And this is not what the Toxic Shocks wanted to see. We don't want to see VX get lead jam. And Menace makes it out. Ooh, it's hard to get past that green wall, y'all, but VX is doing it.
Oh, and Menace just skates by.
We got some nice blocking by Captain Tongue in Cheeks, Red Scare, and Glutes, keeping VX at bay as Menace tries to get back out. And that was a nice attempt by 999 Hyde.
VX is closing that gap, though.
And they got everybody on VX while Menace breaks through. We're gonna keep it rolling. And with 30 seconds left in this jam, we have both genders tied 12 and 12. Not anymore.
And VX calls it, ending tonight's game.
And VX calls it off. The unofficial score, 252 Toxic Shocks, 229 Jewish Roller Derby.
Can I just say, what an exciting game to watch.
It was very exciting. And it's even more exciting when you got on this green jersey.
Go Reapers.
All right, you guys, get your cans over to the pyramid. And if everybody wants to hold off, we got our MVPs to be announced soon.
Please donate to our pyramid.
Yeah, we've got
Help her grow tall and strong with your empty cans. Make our skaters' dreams come true.
And our final score, Toxic Shocks 252, Jewish Roller Derby 229. Congratulations, Toxic Shocks!
And good job to everyone tonight.
All right, let's hear it! Hell yeah! All right. And thank you for coming out, Jewish Roller Derby.
All right, now stick around as our teams decide who their MVPs for the night are.
Thank you, Jewish Roller Derby. Come from all parts of the country to skate here.
And give it up for cardboard standee of Al Gore, who is now a part of the party, apparently. I'm not sure why Al Gore is a member of the Toxic Shocks, but he's always been there.
Mac for Jammer, Glutes for Pop. All right, everybody, let's get to our MVP announcements.
All All right, y'all. Let's get ready for our MVP announcements. Well, we're waiting for our friends to finish taking photos, and then we'll let you know who your MVPs are for tonight.
All right, kids, you ready for this?
Yes. Up, looks like we're still taking pictures.
Okay.
Nope. Listen, we need to take pictures of Al Gore, obviously.
Okay. Now for our MVPs.
Drum roll, please.
The MVPs for Jewish roller derby. For MVP blocker, we have number 5, Cutter.
Cutter, please come to the announcer's table.
Yeah, come on around here, Cutter.
Thank you.
You want to take it? I don't know which one to switch. Okay.
All right. And for MVP Jammer,
We have VX. And for your toxic shocks, MVP blocker, glutes. And your toxic shock MVP jammer, Mac.
congratulations,
All right,
everyone.
let's give it up.
Mac is back.
Okay, and now for the fun part. Oh, it's not exactly a pyramid. Take to the center, y'all. Let's go. And the best part of any bout, on your mark, get set, go.
Go!
Congratulations to the MVPs. Thank you guys for coming out. Remember, come see us at our after party at Trackside Tavern.
Please, hang out with us. We like you.